Hi everyone, this video is about how contrast is used to create emphasis. By now you probably already watched the other video identifying both contrast and emphasis and explaining what they are and how they're used together. So now we're going to practice 3 ways to create contrast, 3 ways to create emphasis. So our goal is to use contrast to create emphasis. And the reason we're doing this is so that you can have 3 tricks that you can use, or 3 techniques to use on your final mandalas. We're going to start by reviewing and identifying what contrast is. So contrast is the difference between 2 things that are close to each other, or opposites. So you could have opposite size, contrasting size, like a big shape and a small shape, or opposite colors, light versus dark. Many different ways to create contrast. We're going to use 3 ways today. The first one is black versus white. So this shape, you can actually do this 2 different ways in this box, so it's up to you. You could do the whole box the same way. You don't even have to use the entire space, but I'm going to go ahead and divide it in half and then show you 2 different ways that you can use black versus white, so the white paper and a black marker, to create contrast, which creates emphasis. So in this first space, I'm going to draw a black shape on a white background. When I color it in, you're gonna see my shape is emphasized. Right now it doesn't have much contrast, so it's not really emphasized that much. And on this one, I'm going to draw a white shape on a black background. In this next shape, I'm going to do a solid shape versus a patterned background. So if you like Zentangles, that's the kind of patterns I'm talking about, like a print or a pattern. It's pretty straightforward. You're just going to create a solid shape. And you don't have to draw what I draw. Solid shape, color it in, and then put patterns all around it. The contrast between the pattern and the solid creates emphasis on the solid. The last one is color versus black. So pretty straightforward. I'm going to draw some shapes. I'm going to get my colored pencils, and now I just created emphasis by contrasting colors versus black. So the last box, it's up to you. You can use any 3 of these techniques to create emphasis in this last box. You can even combine them together, whatever you would like. Let's get the definition down here. Emphasis is a way to draw attention to an area or create a focal point. It tells you where to look because the contrast grabs your attention, just like the contrast of the bright color against the black emphasizes my shapes. When you're finished this worksheet, don't forget to upload it to Schoology under your Skill Builders grade.